Welcome to the Aussie Report. Benjamin David Collinge was not a public figure. He was a 29-year-old former part-time music teacher connected to Newington College, one of Sydney's best-known private schools. But now his name is before the courts, and the allegations are serious. Collinge has appeared in court facing charges linked to the alleged grooming of a teenage girl, alleged access to illegal child exploitation material, and further allegations involving the non-consensual filming of two women. He has not been convicted, the allegations remain before the court, and the distinction matters. But the case has already raised difficult questions about online safety, institutional trust, and how alleged offending can sit hidden behind ordinary professional life. Police allege the matter began after concerns were raised about online communication involving a teenage girl. Investigators from the New South Wales Police Sex Crime Squad became involved. Collinge was later arrested at a home in Beecroft in Sydney's north. He was taken to Gladesville Police Station and charged. The central allegation is that he used online communication to engage with a teenage girl in a way police say was unlawful. Police also allege he accessed illegal material involving children. Newington College later told parents it had been informed by police that two Newington students or students from recently associated schools had been identified as being involved. That is an important detail, but it does not remove the seriousness of the case, because this story cuts into a larger concern. How do schools, parents, and authorities manage risk when alleged behaviour happens away from school grounds, through private devices, and behind digital screens? Newington said Collinge had worked in casual music roles across parts of the school since 2015. The school also said he had completed mandatory child protection training and held a valid Working with Children check. It said there had been no previous complaints about his behaviour. After the charges became known, Newington terminated his employment. The school said it was deeply upset by the allegations and was assisting police and relevant child protection authorities. That response matters, but the case also shows the limits of formal checks. A Working with Children check is important. Training is important, but neither can see every private message, every device, or every hidden pattern of behaviour. That is the uncomfortable part. At a later bail hearing, prosecutors raised further allegations connected to material allegedly found during searches of electronic devices. The court also heard allegations involving recordings of women made without consent. The defence challenged aspects of the prosecution case. Collinge's barrister argued the key case still had to be proven, including questions about access and control of the alleged material. The court also heard concerns about Collinge's time in custody before the bail hearing. That part of the case is worth noting too. Even when allegations are disturbing, the justice system still has rules. The accused has rights, alleged victims have rights, and the public has a responsibility not to turn allegation into a conviction before the court has heard the evidence. Collinge was granted bail under strict conditions. Those conditions reportedly included limits on movement, restrictions on internet use, and bans on contacting witnesses. The child-related charges concern alleged conduct involving a young person who the law is designed to protect. The illegal material charge concerns alleged access to prohibited material. And the filming allegations concern women who police say were recorded without consent. That is why this case matters, not because of the school's reputation, not because of shock value, but because it touches the places where trust can be misused. In schools, online, in private spaces, and on personal devices. For parents, this case is frightening because alleged contact can happen quietly and digitally. For schools, it is a reminder that policies and background checks are necessary but not foolproof. For investigators, it shows how one report can lead to much wider examination. And for the public, it is a reminder to be careful with the facts. Benjamin David Collinge is accused. He has not been found guilty. The court will decide what is proven. But the allegations are serious. The former casual teacher from a major Sydney school is now facing a case involving alleged child grooming, alleged access to illegal material, and alleged non-consensual filming. The next answers will come through the court process. under evidence, under scrutiny, and under the law. This is the Aussie Report.